right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the run, it's Coates. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was working his way toward midfield, and they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Toppins. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. I know their whole deal is being aggressive, but I'm not sure this is the right time for them.
Man, I'm staying aggressive. I believe in my offense. I know I need points. You know, field goals, it's not going to be good enough. Go for it.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Using his legs, it's Coates. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Toppin. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. To throw, it's Griffin. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front on the attack.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Coates. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coates. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Toppins. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Using his feet, they'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of here.
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This is a design run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Toppin. Quick completion on the out. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Lawson. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Going to look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Toppin. He's going for the big play. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Lawson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the right. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Toppins. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running. Especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Toppins. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Washington. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. But even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's Coates. Can't get him to the ground. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Back to throw, it's Griffin. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. they'll try to find a rhythm here. Scrambling away. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Washington. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. To the air, it's Toppins. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And it'll be down right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Making side adjustments here. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give out of the gun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Clemson will send the punt team out. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll try the outside to the left. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Return is brought down at the 33, and your Clemson Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Trying to beat him to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Griffin. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And that That's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw. It's Toppins. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback will keep it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Banks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Still looking, on the move. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Gonna run it. It's Coates. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Steps away. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackled there by the defense. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on third. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on fourth and short from their own 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Timeout, Clemson.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.